and welcome to our cottage garden. You actually joined me in our kitchen garden. This is the back of our vegetable patch. And my goal for this area was to have sort of a wall of color while I'm harvesting all of the vegetables out here and all of the food. I can have this beautiful wall of flowers behind me. Now, it didn't have exactly the effect that I wanted because the dahlias stayed quite small. It wasn't a great year for our dahlias, unfortunately, and that was what we went heavy on here. We planted 20 dahlias, I think, in the back of this bed. They do look beautiful, but a lot of them have sort of snaked their way onto the ground and they're sort of like lying like this. But one of the things that I showed in a video recently was edible flowers and how you can harvest for not only your vase, but also for your plate. And I showed you all different kinds of recipes that you can use, and more so like inspiration for recipes that can include some of the flowers from your garden. So I'll link that here and in the cards at the end of the video as well if you haven't seen that video. But now I just wanna take it back to basics and just sort of harvest a bunch of flowers just to bring inside, because it's such an amazing thing just to kind of extend the garden into our homes. So that's what I'm doing today. I have my little basket here that I've already started harvesting. And, you know, obviously I'm not a floral arranger. I'm not a florist or anything like that, but it is one of my favorite hobbies. I love to come out into the garden and, you know, cut flowers that, you know, really benefit from being cut. They'll bloom a lot more, things like cosmos and zinnias and that kind of thing, dahlias, you know, they really want to be, you know, cut so that they'll just continue to flower. If we had had any sweet peas this year, then sweet peas are another great example of that. But it's also been fantastic for the pollinators, having lots of, you know, pollinator-rich flowers in the back, pollen-rich flowers in the back for the pollinators. It's been amazing. Zinnias, all of the pollinators love these, and hummingbirds. Now the hummingbirds are coming back into this part of our property, which is so fun. What I like to do is take a little basket, have a little jar or even like a bowl filled with water, and I like to add a little bit of sugar. And my Nana taught me that trick. She's a great gardener. And I like to add a little bit of sugar in the bottom of that, and then cut them. You want to cut the flowers, you know, decently long stem if you're able to. You can strip off the leaves and I like to cut them at a little bit of an angle. And usually before I put them in the basket, I'll just kind of go like this or blow on the flowers a little bit, just to encourage any of our little friends, any of the little bugs to just skedaddle. This one has a little bit of a remnant of a cobweb on there. There we go. So we are surrounded by bumblebees and birds and chipmunks, and I thought we would just go ahead and harvest some flowers and make a little floral arrangement. This is just for inspiration for you to maybe get out in your garden or go out into the wild larder and pick some beautiful wildflowers. All right, let's make an arrangement. So I like to just take it back to where I see another little set of leaves and snip. And you want to do this first thing in the morning. Strip back those leaves and maybe cut at an angle. Okay, just do some deadheading while I'm at it. So, these dahlias here are so beautiful. These are called bluebells, and they are purple, but they're really gorgeous. They're like a lilac-y color with a mauve underside. Really gorgeous. This one's not looking great, but I might harvest this one as well. Cut that one. Beautiful. And this one I think is called the David Howard. Really beautiful, vibrant red with a dark purple stem. Gorgeous. Very pretty dahlia. Isn't that pretty? I think this one is the Arabian Night. I have Rip City in here as well. But look at that dark chocolatey black. So gorgeous. It just looks like velvet. It's got that like white sort of sheen on it. Looks so velvety. Feels velvety too. Wow, it's so stunning. I love that. Off you get, little one. I love these little white spiders. I think they're called crab spiders. Hi, little one. Go on. They can be quite aggressive. Off you go, off you go. There'll be so many more zinnias. That's such a vibrant color. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's come all the way down with this one. It's such a contemplative, meditative hobby. It's just harvesting flowers and flower arranging. It's really lovely. Let me get a few more dahlias. It's pretty. They are all just fallen over. This is a really gorgeous lilac-y color. I might have to do a few different bouquets because I think these are a nice pairing. I love that color. And then we have the Cinderella Peach zinnia here. I'll show you that one. They're all very small. So cute, like a little button. That would actually be a really cute little button. But I like those colors together. I'll pick a few more of these. That's nice, I like that shape. Just like a little puff ball. And then these are the giant lavender zinnias. We did State Fair in the back. Cinderella Peach, giant lavender. Yeah, get a few more here. That's a pretty blend, isn't it? These ones are nice. I like those colors together. Like purples and peaches. Okay. There's one on the outside. I'm gonna get you. All right. And that's another one of those lavender ones that's so pretty. Gorgeous. See, I think this one looks more kind of what I would associate with a lavender color than these. That is pretty. Gosh. Like that. All right. I mean, this just looks pretty on its own. You really don't have to do anything to make this look pretty, do you? Fun. Okay, let me get a few more. All right, let me do a little bit of deadheading here too. Okay, there we go. This is a cactus. So this, is this the Rip City? I can't remember. I have them labeled, but it's too crazy in here. But that has that sort of velvety, chocolatey, dark color. This one I didn't notice, but it's kind of past its prime. So we might not use this one, but you could just put that in a standalone vase, clean up the bottom. That's pretty. And then I'm gonna pick this dahlia here, another one of the pink dinner plates. And this yellow zinnia wants to come home with us. And maybe this pink zinnia as well. These are so pretty. I'm tempted to get some yellow rattle, although my plan is to do a whole video of like making a flower arrangement out of wildflowers. Oh, I just broke that, I'm so sorry. These are kind of delicate. But yeah, I want to make a whole flower arrangement with wildflowers. I think that would be really fun. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But it would be fun to add a few in this. I usually like to add 1 or 2 wildflowers into my arrangements. Off you go, off you get, off you get. Here we go. There's plenty here. Go on. I think we're good. What do you think? Okay, I think that's a good amount to start with. Let's go ahead and get set up to do some flower arranging. Okay, so we are back in the cottage garden and we picked a few of the plain the blue salvia, and there are a few others here that we can pull from, and lots of other flowers here that we can pull from if we need to. So I have this beautiful teapot, not a vase, but a really lovely teapot. And so I'm going to be using this. I like using sort of low, wider kind of vases. But yeah, we'll just sort of see. I think I'm just going to kind of start with a little base and then work out from there. I usually like to add in branches and things like that, but I didn't grab any. Let's see. So maybe this one will be sort of softer pinks and maybe a few pops of red. I think that might be really pretty. Gosh, these dahlias are so massive. It's like quite interesting to arrange with those. So I think that'll be, maybe I'll just put those together in a vase. Should I do maybe a few more plain the blues and maybe grab another branch of this buddleia? I really like that it's got that sea green. That's pretty. Let me grab a couple more. So I went to get a few other things, some of the fairy roses, a little cluster that I just kind of tucked in the back here. I ended up putting some of the warmer colored zinnias in here just to sort of fill it out. And I grabbed a pompon dahlia. This is the Wizard of Oz. I like having this little pop of red. I think it makes a nice contrast. But yeah. I don't know, what do you think? I think that looks pretty cheerful. That's my main criteria for these flower arrangements. Does it look cheerful? That one doesn't look cheerful. He's fallen completely to bits. Yeah, it looks very Alice in Wonderland, but I think it looks nice. So we have this celosia here on the side, the buddleia there, which I think that blue-green foliage is really, really nice. And then, yeah, all of our zinnias, our fairy roses, play in the blues salvia, this beautiful lilac-y colored zinnia, some of the other, this is part of the State Fair blend of zinnias. I would add a few more, but I think it looks good. Let me adjust it from your perspective. There we go. You know, if you have a bunch of flowers, particularly things like cosmos, zinnias, dahlias, those things benefit so much from being deadheaded. And so if you cut the flowers, you know, the more you cut, the more they will bloom. So that's a really lovely thing to do. And it's just a beautiful activity. I feel like it just kind of allows you to get out of your head a little bit. This little bat flying over. But it allows you to get out of your head a little bit and just doing a mindful activity like this, it's really, really nice. So I'm gonna go put this inside. Maybe I'll leave it on the porch for a minute just to let the rest of our little friends out. But thank you so much for joining me for this little, floral harvest. Now you've seen harvesting flowers for our plate and for our vase or teapot. So please like this video if you like, subscribe if you're not already. That really does help me out so much, and it's the biggest compliment that you can pay us. And let me know what kind of flowers you are arranging right now. Are there any varieties of flowers that you like to grow just for flower arranging? Do you have a cut flower garden? That's a big dream of mine to be able to do that. Oh, this guy isn't in there. What am I doing? But yeah, please do let me know. I just always love to hear and connect with fellow gardeners and nature lovers. All right, I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.